There's something in my eye and it won't come, well, I know what it is. It's like a little piece of fuzz that won't come out. So if I'm blinking a lot, that's why. I just came from class, so I'm a little frazzled, but it's a very exciting day. We're here once again. Sorry if you can hear my air conditioning, it's hot. I'm not turning it off. Okay, it's an Emily Henry release day for Funny Story, her new book. I'm so excited. This is gonna be a reading vlog, obviously, if you can't tell already. I think I'm gonna do like I did last year, where it's non-spoiler, but then at the end, I'm gonna do like a spoiler section where I like name names and talk about things that happen in the book. So if you've read it already, you can watch that. But if you haven't read it already, you can, still watch most of the video. So yeah, I'm gonna go pick it up, see if they have it. Hopefully they do. They didn't have Abby Jimenez's new book when I went there on release day for her book, even though it said online that they did. So I'm hoping this is the only store I have to stop at to find this book. So we'll see. But yeah, let's go. We got the goods, as you guys saw. Thank God they had it. And they still didn't have Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez like stocked either. So I don't know what's going on with that. But we got it. It's shorter than I thought. I feel like Happy Place was so long. This, I'm like, I can read this in like 2 days. It's not even 400 pages. Guys, this is a new Emily Henry book in my hands. Literally no one speaks to me for the next week. Yeah, I'm so excited to go home and start this. I literally want to read. Okay, if you don't know what it's about, let me just read a little bit of that excerpt. The cover is just so cute, of course. Daphne always loved the way her fiance Peter told their story, how they met and everything. He's good at telling it until the moment he realized he was actually in love with his childhood best friend, Petra. Peter and Petra, that's interesting. So then obviously they break up. Daphne begins her new story in Michigan. I feel like all of her books are set in Michigan. No, her last one was in Maine. I keep thinking that, and then, yeah. Oh my gosh, she's working as a librarian. Okay, slay. I'm literally not explaining this very well. Petra, the girl that her ex fell in love with, her ex is who Daphne, falls in love with. Oh my gosh, wait, the book is pink. That's so cute. I am so excited to dive into this. Ugh, let me open it up to the first page. Wednesday, May 1st, 108 days till I can leave. That's how it starts. Oh my God, okay, I need to walk my dog, eat dinner, and shower, and then I can start and just read this the rest of the night, because I got everything else done this morning, so I could just focus on this book the rest of the day. So let's go home, get everything done, and then officially start this reading vlog. Okay, I'm officially 50 pages in. I'm absolutely obsessed already. I've had a thought a few times to run and grab a pen and start annotating this book. I don't know, there's still potential that I might, but I'm like, sometimes when I annotate, I like stress myself out and I feel like I need to be underlining a specific amount of things per page. I don't know, it's just the way my brain works. Probably something's wrong, I don't know. So I'm like, I don't want to stress myself out with that, even though that sounds ridiculous. But I'm on page 50, chapter 6. It says Friday, May 24th, 85 days till I can leave. I still don't know what that means. We don't know what that means yet, but I'm absolutely loving Daphne and Miles already. I'm only gonna like say what's on like the excerpt, but they're moved in together. Like we got the whole backstory of, or probably not the whole backstory, but most of the story of Daphne and her ex-fiance, and then Miles and Petra, and now they're together, and then Daphne and Miles are living together. I feel like we just got the first major like plot point, I guess, type thing. I don't know. Very interesting. And then I love Daphne's relationship with her mom. They don't live like close to each other, but they like, you know, talk on the phone a lot and like they're very close. I can tell. So, which is a lot different than reading Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. So that's refreshing to read about after that book. Obviously we're just like kind of learning about the characters and setting up, but I just love Emily Henry's writing so much. Like I can't, like the fact that I've already read 50 pages this fast, no other author could get me to do that. I really want to read to 100 tonight, but we'll see, because I kind of should probably get to bed like probably right now, but I think I'm just gonna keep reading till I fall asleep, honestly. So that is my first little spoiler-free update. A funny story. I'm just gonna keep reading and I'll update you guys tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day, obviously. I'm now 100 pages in, well, okay, 99, but the next chapter starts on page 100. Chapter 10. So, oh my god, obviously I didn't read to page 100 last night, but this morning I woke up and I'm like, I'm reading to page 100. So, should be doing other stuff, but this book is just too good. Like, I'm like already obsessed with the couple and everything, and they're like hanging out more, because obviously they're roommates, but like they're hanging out more outside of being roommates. I don't know, guys, I feel, I don't want to say this, but I feel like it's already gonna be a 5-star. Like, Emily Henry just knows how to write, and the way that she includes like little conversations between the characters that like you wouldn't think would be important, and they're not necessarily important. It's just like fun to like see the way they talk to each other and like the banter. Emily Henry is the queen of banter, like 1000%. Just her characters are always like so good, so funny. There's not much I can really say without spoiling it, so it's kind of hard for me to do a non-spoiler reading vlog, but obviously, yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything. It's just, I'm just very much enjoying it, and the relationship, nothing's happened yet, but like you can tell there's like, at least on Miles's end, there's like something there. I feel like he's starting to maybe realize that he kind of likes Daphne, but Daphne is still like very much clueless, because this is in her point of view. And she's just really focused on like moving away and maybe going to live with her mom, or just like moving somewhere else so she doesn't have to run into her ex-fiance. So that's why it says, you know, blank days until I can leave at the beginning of each chapter. So we found that out, but I think that's all I have for this little 100-page update. We're going no makeup, bad lighting, just woke up for this clip. But I needed to give you guys an update on the book, because I'm now 200 pages in and I haven't had like a good chance to like go over it with you, and a lot has happened since the last time I checked in, so I'll probably miss a few things, but again, this is the spoiler-free section, so I won't talk too much. But I just love Miles and Daphne so much, and I don't think I mentioned this in my last clip, but I love how Emily Henry always has, it's like so much more than a romance in all of her books, because we're seeing Daphne like struggle to make new friends outside of her old relationship. She was realizing all of her friends were like because of Peter, so she's like making friends with coworkers, and we've had like another character come in so far and like just kind of spice things up, and of course make the situation, you know, a little difficult. But yeah, it's been good, and I feel like Miles and Daphne are like, you know, we're getting into it, like we're realizing things, and really want to finish it this weekend. I have all day off tomorrow, so hopefully I can just sit and read. I have like 100, almost 200 pages left, but a little bit less than that, so we're sitting good. Hopefully we can finish it. I've seen so many other people finishing it and rating it, and I've seen a mix of reviews, honestly, and I kind of get it. I feel like this book probably isn't for everyone, especially some of the things that like happen in it, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we'll see how it ends. I don't know, I'm kind of scared, but we'll see, because I feel like Emily Henry always gets you at the end. Like she always like oh, and then like it ends up fine, but like I don't know, maybe this is the one where it doesn't, so we'll see. Okay, ignore my pile of clothes right here. I'm like posting stuff on Depop, but I'm so close to being done. I just haven't had good chances to like give really good updates, so I'm really sorry about that, but I hope you guys understand how much I love this book. I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, oh my god, I don't know if this is a 5-star or not. Simply, I don't know. I feel like we kind of hit a lull, like just within the past few chapters. I'm like, I don't know, because we had some new characters. I don't remember the last time I had talked to you guys, but that's also an issue with this video that I've been having. I don't remember like the last thing I talked about. I'm on page 350, and there's only 380 some pages, so I only have like a few more chapters. This is chapter 35 and there's 38 chapters. Miles is pissing me off. They're kind of both pissing me off right now, so I'm like, why are we just like not, I can't say anything, they're both kind of pissing me off, but Miles more so, because I'm like, dude, come on, like, let's figure this out. The whole like Daphne finding friends outside of relationships is a big theme, I feel like, with this book, and her like being able to like lean on other people besides just her mom. So I really appreciate that. Just like learning how to like let yourself trust other people, especially in a new town. I'm now like on the day of the readathon, so I'm like, what's gonna happen? I'm just like scared. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm just contemplating if I want to do a 4.75 rating or a 5-star rating. I think it depends on how it ends. Just because, like I said, we kind of hit a lull. I feel like not too much was going on. And then, like I said, the characters are kind of like pissing me off. I know it's like integral to the story for them to do this, but yeah, so I'm gonna sit here and finish and then give you guys my final thoughts and rating. I don't know if I want to wait till tomorrow, like give myself a day to like really sit on it, and think about the ratings. I feel like sometimes I rate books too fast, and then I think about the next day and I'm like, that is not the right rating. So I might finish this right now, think about it, take cute pictures to post on Bookstagram, and come back to you tomorrow with my final thoughts and feelings and ratings. I finished, funny story, almost 2 days ago now, like a day and a half ago. I've landed, drumroll please, I've landed on a 5-star rating because Miles did redeem himself in the end. Like, I was worried there wouldn't be a good enough, not excuse, but like explanation for what happened towards the end, and there was. Like, you know, I don't know. It was what it was, and I think it ended perfectly. Epilogue was so cute. Sometimes epilogues are just like, okay, I get it, but the epilogue was so cute. Like, I feel like Emily Henry knows how to do an epilogue because she doesn't just go, oh, they're married and have a kid now, like most of them do. She like doesn't go too far ahead and just like kind of shows a little peek into their life like a year later or whatever. So I just could not recommend any of her books, but especially this one enough. Like, this one was so good. I feel like it was slightly different than her usual like main guy character as well. Like, he was so Nick Miller from New Girl, like coded. Too good. I love Nick Miller so much. Do you have a main character guy that is like Nick Miller? Like, I'm gonna read the book. And yeah, I just feel like that's so different from like the other guy characters that she's written in the past. Like, the other characters were almost like Daphne's ex-fiance in a way, and this one was just like so laid back. Oh yeah, Daphne's like journey with her family and friendship, like kind of issues and like finding herself in this new town where she's kind of like on her own was so good, and just shows you like how you have people around you, you just have to like open yourself up to them. And like also Miles's like family issues too. They both kind of have their own little issues with their family. Yeah, that's all I can really say without spoiling it too much because I don't want to give away too much. Go read this if you're like on the fence about it. I feel like I've seen, I don't know, I was gonna say I feel like I've seen mixed reviews, but I really haven't. A lot of people are just loving it. I really need to stop though, like seeing other people's ratings before I finish a book, and I feel like that sometimes affects my rating, but I'm sticking to a 5-star because I read someone being like, it's really not that deep. It's not that deep. Just rate it a 5-star. Like, it doesn't matter. So I'm like, you're right. You're so right. It's literally 5 stars. So that is it for the non-spoiler portion of this reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now, if you've already read the book and you want to see my full spoiler thoughts, keep watching. Otherwise, stop watching now if you haven't read it. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Okay guys, this is the first update for the little spoiler section that I'm doing, so I'll be talking in full details. Okay, the fact that they were invited to the wedding is crazy. The fact that Peter and Petra are engaged after 6 weeks, like obviously they're like lifetime best friends, but like that's crazy that they just left their partners and just got engaged, and now their wedding is in whatever 90 days. And they invited Daphne and Miles. That's crazy. I just love the fact that they RSVP'd though. And you can just tell that Miles, because the part where Peter calls Daphne and is like, I saw you RSVP'd and all that stuff, and Daphne's like, yep, and I'm bringing my boyfriend Miles. It's like, that's crazy. And then Peter's like, well, you don't know if you'll be with him in 3 months or whatever. Yeah, I guess there'd be 3 months. It's like, what? But Miles is like, I don't know, something he said made me think like he knows that him and Daphne are gonna be together by then. Like, but I feel like he already really likes her. I didn't realize it was gonna be like a fake dating type thing. I mean, I guess kind of, because they mentioned that. I guess it's kind of mentioned in the excerpt, but I didn't really like put two and two together that they'd be like fake dating and posting on social media like they're together to make their exes jealous. So that's gonna be very fun, and just like I really hope we get to like see them at the wedding in the book. That's gonna be interesting. Or maybe by then they like won't even go to the wedding. I don't know. This is gonna be a good book. I'm gonna keep reading and I'll get back to you. Okay guys, 100-page update. Again, loving it so much. Literally, okay, the fact that he works at a winery is like too good. And I love the inclusion of Daphne like attempting to make friends with her coworkers and just like struggling to make friends in her, I think she's in her late 20s, early 30s or something. They haven't explicitly said like how old they are, but Daphne like attempting to make friends with her coworker and just like inviting her out and them going out and having like a girls' night, but then Miles is there because he works at the winery. Too good. And then the fact that he takes her on basically a date after that, like going to get food and then going and sitting on the beach, like come on. And just like the way that they always take pictures to make their exes jealous. They're gonna realize sooner or later. I feel like Miles is already realizing it because he's like asking her not to move away after she brought it up. Of course he had to say, I'm not much of a relationship guy or whatever. I'm like, dude, no. Don't let that be an issue, please. I kind of hate when books do that. I hate when books do that when the guy is like, I'm not a relationship guy. Like, I just don't, like, even though I literally love you so much and I have like all these feelings for you, like, I guess we can't be in a relationship because I'm just not a relationship guy. I'm like, Emily Henry, do not do this to me. That's my only like fear now, like the fact that he said that. I'm hoping he just like realizes that he likes Daphne and like goes for it, but hopefully tonight I can read a lot more. So yeah, again, loving it so far, obviously. Too good. Okay guys, coming at you. So I can't fully remember everything I talked about last time and like what happened in between, but Julia, Miles' sister, has now come to stay with them. Of course, right as they were making out for the first time, I was like, are you serious? Like, of course that happens. I feel like that's low-key kind of annoying to do, but also like I get it for the sense of the story. Plus Julia is just like a funny like breath of fresh air character, I guess. Yeah, so obviously Miles and Daphne like have feelings for each other and like they know that. They just decided to like be friends because of his sister plus like being roommates. So I'm like, ugh, but it's okay. They'll get over it, I'm sure. And I love Ashley and like that whole character and just like becoming friends with Daphne and like figuring out like how to make friends in your, we found out Daphne's 33 and Miles is 35, I believe. So fully like officially found that out in like the same chapter. I feel like that was like very purposeful to like, so we know their exact ages. We know Daphne's staying for the readathon. I think I said that. Oh, freaking Sadie and Connor, is that their names? Like betraying Daphne and like meeting up with Peter and Petra. I'm like, are you serious? Like that's just nasty. Like, but also I fully know how Daphne feels like seeing posts like that on social media. And then right now I'm actually in the middle. I was like falling asleep. I could not get myself to stay awake. Well, not because the book was boring, because I worked all day yesterday and I was tired. But I fell asleep right in the middle of the chapter where Miles and Daphne and Peter and Petra are at the same senior ball. It's a senior for like as in old people ball or prom. So that's gonna be interesting. I'm about to go read that part now and maybe I'll update you guys on my thoughts tonight. I'm gonna read a little before work and then just read until I fall asleep again tonight. So hopefully I can get through a good chunk. But yeah, that's my little update. It's a almost 3-minute update, so I'm gonna go read now. Did I talk about how her dad came back? Because that was crazy, and then of course he just leaves. Like, girl, no, I fully understand their dynamic and I fully get it and like get why he had to come back into her life at this time and stuff, but I'm like, girl, I could have told you he was gonna leave like the second he came. Like, that man pissed me off. I'm like, dude, be so for real. This man, like, what? They're basically estranged, and then her father just comes into her apartment and is like, hey, happy birthday. Like, sorry I missed it. It was 2 months ago or like 3 months ago, but happy birthday. It's like, dude. And then he just leaves because he has a free hotel room. It's like, dude, be so for real right now. But also Daphne, girl, I could have told you he was gonna do that. Miles and Daphne finally got together. Like, that made me so happy. And I was like, okay, so like we're gonna be like chill for the rest of the book. Like, they're just gonna kind of like be together and whatever. Nope. Then Peter and Petra decide to break up, and then that causes this whole thing. I'm like, y'all are really pissing me off at this point. Like, that's what I meant earlier in the video when I was like, you're kind of pissing me off, because now Miles went and helped Petra move out, leaving Daphne to sit and wait for him when he was gonna pick her up from work. I'm like, dude, are you for real right now? Like, that pissed me off. I'm like, you for real helping your ex move out of her house while you leave Daphne hanging after you guys spent the whole weekend together? Be so for real. That would piss me off so bad. And then he like doesn't even text her, doesn't check up on her. He better have a good explanation for that, otherwise he's gonna like piss me off, because I've loved him this whole time and now he's like making me mad. They're both just like using excuses of their like past, talk about what they're going through with each other. I don't know. And then he like professes his love to her and she just like storms off. But I also get it, because it's like, why were you helping your ex move? I don't know. But then Peter like talking to Daphne and being like, they're gonna get back together. I'm like, dude, he's just, the way that I'm so glad that Daphne like didn't let him get into her head and just like told him to leave. I'm on the readathon now. I only have about 30-ish more pages to read. So I'm gonna finish this up and come back. Well, I've already told you my final ratings and thoughts, but I'll tell you my final spoiler thoughts. Glad that Ashley and Daphne fixed their friendship, because that was worrying me. I'm like, Ashley, girl, you overreacted. Like, she forgot your birthday, and that sucks so bad. Oh, did I show you guys my Torture Post Department bookmark? I'm literally obsessed with it. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Those are my full thoughts. I'm gonna finish this right now. Also, I cut my bangs last night, guys. Can you tell? They're kind of bad, but we're gonna ignore that. I'm just like really scared for how it's gonna end. It's just the circumstances are weird right now. I'm gonna finish it once and for all. Obviously, as you guys saw, I rated this a 5-star. Too good. I'm done with the book now. Okay, at the end where Miles and Daphne were simply like not talking for like what, a week? I'm like, guys, come on. Like, I kind of hate when books do that, 'cause like, you just talk to each other. I don't know. I get it. I do get it. And I get that it had to happen for the story, but at the same time, like, if this was real life, it's like, just talk to each other. Miles going to like try and convince her dad to come back, that was crazy. And that like is kind of what redeemed him for me, at least, because I was kind of like, dude, like, get over it. Like, just be with Daphne. I don't know. The whole like Peter and Petra thing too was like, I don't know. It was interesting. It was kind of weird. I was kind of confused on that part. Not really, but them like breaking up and then, I don't know. But the readathon was so cute. I knew Miles was gonna be there. I'm like, that man is gonna show up, and he did. And he did. And I just love, like I talked about in the earlier part, like I love Daphne's like journey with friendship and like finding herself in this new city and making sure that she's not like being attached to one person and has like all of her life through that one person, like she did with her ex-fiance. And the fact that she's like got her own apartment afterwards too was like so cute. 'Cause it's like, honestly, yeah, you should do that. Smart on her part. I love the ending where they end up in a little cottage, but it's not actually the one that she wanted. It's like bright orange. She wanted like the green cottage and they end up in like a different one, but that's so cute. I feel like that kind of sets them up. I feel like in the future they'd end up in the green one that she wants. But I love the little like glimpse into the future, like Miles meeting her mom and everything, and just like showing how she's made these friendships as well. Like throughout the book she's like collecting these friendships, and then in the epilogue you see them like all come together. So cute. Highly recommend. Highly recommend any of Emily Henry's books. Like, you really can't go wrong reading any of them. I want to say Happy Place is still my #1. I don't know. It's really hard. It's getting, the more books she writes, the harder it is to rank them. I just love Emily Henry. Now I have to wait like a whole nother year. Well, actually, I don't know. Is she gonna have another book like this come out? I don't know. She hasn't announced anything yet. Hopefully soon she announces like a new book, because I have nothing to look forward to. No, I'm kidding. I do have a few other books to look forward to now, but I'll see you guys next week for another video. Bye.